Hi guys, Jessica here, corporate recruiter, and I have another video that I want to talk about. So I try to stay up to date on different trends, what's happening in the job market, and one of the companies that I follow is GlassDoor. And if you don't know about GlassDoor, GlassDoor is actually a website that focuses on hiring. So actually working with companies so that they have a place to post jobs and create a profile on themselves in order to attract potential job candidates for their openings. And then on the other end, they are obviously posting jobs for job seekers, but then also they actually will create a blog content pretty much every month, actually more than that it seems like lately. One thing that they will do is every month they will highlight specific companies that are heavily posting out jobs. So if they're heavily searching for candidates, they will actually write up a little blurb about them, and they will put them out in a blog that shows like the top 25 companies hiring in November. I actually did a video about that for there was 23 companies that GlassDoor highlighted that they were hiring like crazy in the month of November, which was pretty cool. So I'll link that below. But this article is actually 10 companies with great benefits. And so when I'm talking to candidates, if you don't know, I'm a corporate recruiter, but when I'm talking to candidates, I normally will talk about compensation. Most people just think of compensation as their actual salary or their actually hourly pay, but something really important to think about is also benefits. So when you're thinking about things like paid time off, how many weeks of paid time off or how many hours of that time are you actually going to get, what are you really looking for, things like just wellness, so medical, dental, vision, all of these different healthcare benefits. But then too, there are other things like tuition reimbursement. I actually have been paying off my student loans and haven't gone back to school to get another degree. But if you're looking to get a graduate degree or something, or get a bachelor's degree, you may be interested in companies that will actually pay for some or all of your college fees. So anyway, GlassDoor looked at these companies and looked at their different programs, and they identified 10 different companies that they say have the best benefits. And they actually gave them ratings. So I will link that video, or I'll link the article down below, but I'll name them off here. So the first one is One Medical, and I had actually not heard about them, but they're actually currently hiring in a number of different locations, including San Francisco, New York, Portland, and DC. But they actually seem like they have a lot of great benefits, including like commuter benefits, a chance to cash out and use PTO, which is pretty cool. I talk to so many people that don't even care about PTO. And when I say PTO, I'm saying paid time off or vacation time, but they don't use it. Like they have 5-6 weeks of vacation, but they can't use it because they work so much or maybe they don't want to. So you can actually convert with this company the PTO that you have into cash, which, if you've ever been like terminated or laid off, you know that when you leave a company or when you resign, if there is vacation that you haven't taken that you've accrued, you actually will get that paid out to you. So I think that's great that they are doing that just for employees. So typically if you're an employee, it's the end of the year, you haven't taken all your vacation, you just lose it unless they have a rollover kind of plan. But in this case, you cash it out, which is pretty cool. The next company is Affirm. So Affirm is So they gave a firm on a 1 to 5 scale at 4.1. So it's pretty good. So the benefits rating is a 5-point scale. So that's good. So they have catered lunches, stipends for personal development, so something like tuition reimbursement. It sounds like catered dinners, a monthly wellness stipend that pays for fitness classes and gym memberships, subsidized transportation costs. This seems like a great company. I'm gonna look at them. Very cool. So a firm, and they're hiring across major cities in the U.S. So Axiom is a company that was on the list of companies hiring like crazy this month of November. So that's pretty cool. So the standout things with Axiom is that the company offers bikes for employees for their campus, free breakfast, lunch 3 times a week, on-site gym, and games to help employees relax. I don't know about that one. Some people might like it. I don't know. They have a pool. Okay, cool. So that company I know is actively hiring, like really heavy. So that would be one to check out. Experian. So I think people know about Experian. I think they've run into some different, they were in the news for some kind of scandal, I think maybe 2 years ago. But you know that they're the credit reporting and credit score company. But it's pretty cool that they are, it looks like, on this list. So let's see. So they are, okay. So Experian, apparently they give their employees education assistance of up to $5,250 a year to improve job skills. So I'm guessing it has to be relevant to your job. And then a free personal money coach for 90 days. Huh. That's interesting. I haven't seen that, but it kind of makes sense based on their industry. You have to have a good credit score, I guess, to work at Experian. Genetech. Okay, cool. So Genetech is also hiring right now across the U.S. It looks like mainly on the West Coast. But, wow. So they're offering candidates things like on-site car washes, haircuts, childcare center. That's huge. I wonder if it's free or if you have to pay for it though. On-site dentist and a spa. That's pretty cool. Employees also get 18 days paid vacation. Okay, cool. 3M, I'm pretty familiar with that company. They're hiring across the U.S. as well. It looks like they offer tuition reimbursement, adoption assistance, flexible work arrangements, stress management coaching, and parenting resources such as stock options. I don't know about that one. I feel like that's more common. I feel like more companies offer most of that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing some things that they didn't include on here. Of course, Google was on here. So they're hiring on the West Coast and the East Coast. So Google is offering access to financial advisors, on-site wellness services like chiropractors and physicians. They just offer a ton of benefits. I'm not going to go through all that. Google's a good place to work, it looks like. Instacart. So Instacart is the online shopping resource. So you can like get someone to deliver groceries to your house. So hear sirens in the background. New York lifestyle. So they offer different perks like annual retreats, weekly events, free lunches, dinner, a yoga room. Okay, that's a lot of wellness activities. I don't know if those things really stand out to me as much as some of the other things. Trupanion is another company that's on the list. So it offers a lot of like pet care benefits, it looks like. So it offers free health insurance for pets. I think that's the standout thing there. They also have an office playrooms. People can bring their pets to work. That's pretty cool. Gotta love that if you're a dog lover. Let's see. 100% paid medical, dental, and vision. That's what I'm talking about. That's what would get me interested in working in a company. Like, the more you can take over costs for things, the more I'm on board. So that's awesome. They're hiring in Cleveland, Seattle, Palm Springs, and Albuquerque. And it looks like maybe some other locations. T-Mobile's on this list. Cool. I don't know much about how T-Mobile treats their employees, so let's see. Okay, so in addition to phone plan perks, I would hope so, employees have access to the Inside Out experience. I don't know what that is. It says it is a program that helps people address unconscious bias. Oh my gosh, that's great. So one of my passions is making sure that companies are creating diverse and inclusive workspaces. So, all right, I like that. T-Mobile also provides tuition assistance that is paid up front. Hey, but that might mean you need to pay it back if you leave within a certain amount of time. Always check those tuition reimbursements or tuition assistance programs, because normally you have to work at the company for a certain amount of years, and so sometimes it may not be worth it if you can get paid more at another company or something. So just watch that, but it sounds good overall. Is that 10? Oh, that was 10. Okay, so going back, the 10 companies that GlassDoor is saying have the best benefits. You'll have to check out the article and see for yourself, but it's saying T-Mobile, Trupanion, Instacart, Google, 3M, Genetech, Experian, Axiom, and I'm probably mispronouncing that one, Affirm, and One Medical. So check out the list. I think it's pretty cool to, kind of, even if you're happy in your current job, just stay up to date on what's going on at other companies. Maybe there are other things that you might be missing out on. But overall, I think that was a cool article. I like to follow Glassdoor again because they will share content like this. I am a little surprised that they didn't highlight other companies that I am familiar with that I know offer pretty great benefits. But again, Glassdoor does work with different companies, so in order to get on certain lists, companies do have to actually answer questions, sometimes provide certain information. Maybe they need to be sponsoring in some way on Glassdoor's page. So who knows? So take it with a grain of salt, but I think it's kind of cool that Glassdoor put out this list and highlighted these 10 companies. So I would say definitely check them out. And like I said, it looks like all of them are hiring right now. Axiom is one that looks like they are hiring like crazy right now. So definitely check them out. And I will link the article below. I'll also put a link to my other video about the 23 companies that are hiring like crazy according to Glassdoor. And so take a look at the info below, and I will talk to you in my next video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Bye!